My friends, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started with the video, you guys know the deal. Nothing I'm giving you is financial advice. Everything is all about education and understanding great setups. That's what everything I tweet about. That's what I run my Discord with, everything along those lines. If you're interested in joining the Discord, the link to join will be in the description of the video. If you want to join, great. If not, also great. Please follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so already. Colin_Gladman. It's going to be the easiest way to always see intraday thoughts and just things and setups that I think might potentially be important. Kind of want to do a follow-up based off of the video that I did. Let's see here. I believe it was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday was the video, the last one I did. So kind of want to do a follow-up, sort of see where we're at. Obviously, we got the CPI print today. Came in at 6.5%, which is not good. It's not, well, I mean, it's definitely not good. 6.5% inflation is never good, but market really didn't react too much. Kind of knifed, then recovered, and then we pretty much traded flat, virtually up all day. SPY closed like 1.44 points up, so it didn't get over any like really key levels that I was hoping that it would with either with a meet or a beat CPI print. I was really hoping we were going to, start to clear some key levels, and we didn't. We didn't clear the 200 SMA. We'll get into that here in just a second. Also, too, a lot of major bank earnings are going to be. I tweeted this out. A lot of major bank earnings. J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, BlackRock, Citigroup. I mean, just lots of earnings that are going to be coming out. Bank earnings that are going to be coming out pre-market. Right now, futures are looking down just a little bit here. Nothing too crazy, but they are down just a little bit, potentially getting a 921 hourly cross down. You definitely want to see this 39.87 area hold right in here, which was kind of the support that has been holding. Also, too, from back here, this is also the 0.618 fib. So you definitely want to hold this. I mean, you can see that doesn't hold. I mean, there's a decent ways that we can fall right here. So, and bank earnings, I think, are going to dictate a lot of what's going to happen. So, in the last video, I talked about how that 390 to the 393 range was so important to get on top of, because it had been support for so long back here, and if not, it potentially could make like a head and shoulder look. Now, I don't think it's making that head and shoulder. I would consider that invalidated at this point in time. However, obviously, we still have some major resistance to get over. So from back here in January, pretty much every single time the market has had a push down, a strong push down, we've come up and we've kind of touched this sort of macro bear trend, if you will. So that's going to be sitting right around 402-ish, right in that ballpark. That's really where, if we're going to see a next leg down, that's really going to be where the bears, would need to be stepping in. I talked about this, how you've got the 200 simple moving average that rejected off of SPY. I said 397.50. Really, SPY really needed to close above that today. It did not. It got rejected. I think the most likely thing for me now is going to be that it's going to need to be kicked off here and maybe come back and find support on this rising support. But I mean, you can't deny how eerily similar this looks, back here to this whole summer run. And then when it pushed down to here, then you had these, gap up days that kind of made this little, reverse J shape before seeing a next leg down. So that potentially could come with bank earnings, and bank earnings could also send us. So what I definitely want to see, though, is I would want to, from a bullish standpoint, is I would want to see a big, large move to the upside here, really confirming a breakout of this trend line. I'd like to see the volume start to pick up, and then I'd like to see a really low volume retest of this trend line area before beginning to curl back up. So there are absolutely scenarios for me. I kind of told my Discord, I was like, there's some certain levels that I'm going to be watching for, but I did say that if this CPI print came in relatively cool and the market really ripped, then I was going to have to start trading, in my opinion, in a way that the bottom is potentially in. Now, I still lean more that the bottom is not in versus the bottom being in, but I absolutely could be wrong, and this is why I always stress that you don't trade your feelings, right? You trade the chart, you trade the market, and you got to stay away from your bias. So this 200 SMA is a big thing for us to clear. Also, too, it's basically sitting right on top of the 200 EMA as well. They're both, several layers of confluence here of getting kicked off, as well as if we do a reverse fib from the August high down here to the October low. It's also got rejected off the 618, which is your most common retracement. So there is a whole lot of resistance right here at that kind of 397.50 range to 398, and that's why I was talking about it. So for me, kind of my line in the sand number as far as potentially the the bear market still being on the table is going to be that kind of 786 right around 412. When we break up, we hit that 412 number, and like I said, if we see a real low volume sell-off and start to curl back up, I'm going to be cautiously, but I am going to start, like I said, trading like the bottom could potentially be in. If bank earnings are bad and we get a pretty solid gap down, so I don't like this candle here on SPY on the daily. To me, it's a long-legged doji, which I just kind of Googled, trading one. Essentially, this is kind of, if you've got an uptrend in the market and then you get a long-legged doji, then you potentially could see like a gap down, and it's a potential trend reversal candle. But any of you guys that have followed me long enough know how much I talk about, it doesn't matter, how good the setup is, you need to follow through with it. So if you are looking for a trend reversal, what we're going to be looking for tomorrow is a decent red day. Which would probably bring us back down here into that kind of, once again, that 393, 390 zone. So even if it gapped down a little bit and you got a decent candle, especially you start to see that volume pick up a little bit more, then that would be a good sign that a potential reversal is going to happen. If bank earnings go great and everything really starts to rip tomorrow, then like I said, then like 402. 400 to 402, right in that ballpark, is going to be what you're looking for as far as, pretty much right at, well, no, it'd be a little bit higher than that. So right around, pretty much right around 402 is going to be the kickoff of that mega bear trend that we've been, whoops, I didn't quite tick the bottom there. Let me make sure I get on, tick the bottom there. Yeah. So, anywhere between that 400 to 402, you would want to see rejection start happening at that point in time. Like I said, this is eerily set up to what we had in summer. We had this rising support. Pretty much identical to what we got going down. We had some gap ups. So it doesn't have to be this drastic right here, but I would like to see a gap down and a push down if you're a bottom's not in and puts are the play still overall in the bear market. So, and then like I said, a bull case is great. Bank earnings, we push on through. Like I said, get as high as, I don't know that I think, 412 wouldn't happen tomorrow, but you'd want to see a close above that 400 level to really be bullish potentially going forward in the week. A lot of, in my opinion, ugly candles. Aapl has a hanging man candle, so hanging mans can be green or red, but they are potential reversal candles. So Aapl has a daily hanging man candle. Nflx has a daily hanging man candle. If you listen to what I was talking about with Nvda, Nvda got that 165 gap fill from Tuesday. Tsla has got a hanging man candle. Also, too, on Tesla's volume, on this push up, the volume has been decreasing. Tsla, if we go in here in the micro a little bit more, you can see that this 124.50 level for Tsla has really been a problem. I've had this supply zone marked out for a while. I've been scalping puts, and every time it gets up into the supply zone, and so it is making some higher lows right here. So, from a bullish standpoint, you would want to see that continuing to potentially get out of that zone. As far as GME goes, it is back above that 1945 level. I've talked about this a couple of times about how important that would be. Not sure why I'm getting a double line here, but that was where essentially the double bottom happened, and then it got up here, and then it got pushed down, and now it is recovering nicely. I would have liked to seen the volume a little bit stronger on GME today. The volume picked up nicely yesterday on Wednesday. Would have liked to see increasing volume on this push up, but that could also be coming, what's from with Bed Bath & Beyond and all the meme stocks and the baskets and everything like that. For AMC, most bullish cases, you gotta see in my opinion this 618 hold at pretty much that $4.80. A bullish sentiment on AMC would be going, are we going to get a cup and handle and then some continuation? Handles are usually going to retrace somewhere in that 30% ballpark. So I mapped it out earlier. I think it's around like $4.60, $4.50 is going to be where you'd want to see that continuation happen, or it could even come down here to the 618 and start to get some continuation there. But if it doesn't hold these levels, then it's going to start looking pretty ugly pretty fast. But like I said, it really is going to be determined on what overall direction is the market about to take off in. All right, so that's going to be everything. I hope this video was helpful to you. Once again, please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to join the Discord, link is going to be in the comment section. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bank earnings are going to be tomorrow. Trade your plan, and then it's OPEX next week. So trade your plan. A lot of potential volatility coming up over here in the next few weeks, 2 months. And like I said, just do what's best for you, yourself, your family, and your portfolio. If you're in Bed Bath & Beyond, please take profits. Okay, don't be a bag holder. Let that be somebody else's job. You make money. All right, much love, my friends. I'll catch you guys in the next video.